Psst, check this out. Hey there, welcome back to another episode of the Back Channel. In today's episode, I want to touch on some of the components associated with network building, relationship building, the things that people are starting to get an understanding around how important they are to successful fundraising. A lot of times I get questions around when should I do it? How can I do it? What's effective? What are some of the strategies? And I will say that there's some stuff that you can do in the short term. Short-term relationship building and networking is much harder, but there are things that can be done. In today's episode, I want to talk a little bit about essentially like what are some of the easier things that can be done and how effective are the small things. The reason I bring this up is because of a small story. Well, I was scrolling through LinkedIn and saw a woman post about her business, launching her new business, describing what it was. And I had this immediate feeling like I would love to help her. I commented for reach out to her, asked her if she needed any help. And a lot of this has to do with the relationship I have with her, but it also goes back to a story from back when we were in business school over, call it 13 years ago at this point. I was out at a party with a bunch of friends, and for reasons I still honestly don't understand, I don't know what I was doing, but a bouncer came up to me and started kicking me out. He was trying to kick me out of the club that we were in. And without knowing where she came from or that she was watching, this woman stepped in between us and was like, "No, he's with us. He's with us." She went out of her way to insist that he stayed, talked to the bouncer, got him to go away, and kept me in for the rest of the night. It was a small throwaway thing. It wasn't a party that mattered. It wasn't that big of a deal. But what she did really stuck with me. Like as small as it was, it really touched me. It really made me feel great that someone would go out of their way to protect me, to bring me back into the fold, to help me out. And at the time, we weren't even that close. Now, we spent more time over the years together, but that memory has always stuck with me. I've always had such a positive feeling for this person. And so years later, whenever I hear her name pop up, whenever I see her doing stuff, I just always have this very natural, comfortable feeling like I'd love to help her. I think she's a good person. I, of course, think she's talented, good at what she does, but I just have this core feeling like I really want to help her. One thing I learned running my last venture-backed startup is your lawyers really matter. Some founders like to glaze over this decision, but don't do that. It's really important. Last time I used Gunderson Detmer, and I definitely do it again. They weren't just transactional, they really felt like they were a part of a team. There's a legal perspective on almost everything you're doing at a startup, so they're involved in everything from fundraising to equity comp to hiring to commercial contracts, really everything. And Gunderson is really built for the early stage. They work with more startups and VC firms than anyone else, over 3,500 companies, 500 funds, and they've been ranked the top VC law firm for over a decade. So if you're raising, scaling, or just trying not to mess up that first safe when you go out fundraising, Gunderson Detmer can help you navigate it all so you can focus on what really matters, which is building a great business, growing that great business. So if you'd like to learn more about Gunderson Detmer, check out gunder.com. This is a story to describe or answer the question that people often ask me, like, well, what can I do? What should I do? How should I build a great network? And I think it starts with two pretty simple directives. The first is to help when you can, to be helpful to people when you can. Now, it can be a little bit more Machiavellian, calculated, like, oh, is this person a valuable person? Are they talented? Do you think they'll have connections or whatever? And sure, that could be a layer that helps you filter what you do. But in general, I like the directive to help when it's easy for you, especially help when it's easy for you. When it's easy for you and it doesn't cost you anything to be able to help, very small amounts of effort, things that you know you can accomplish easily, help. It's a good feeling. It feels good to help people. And you never know when that stuff is going to pay off in the future. You never know when that is the initial point of a relationship with someone that might be able to help you in the future. So in general, help when you can help. The second one, I think kind of leads to that, but just be a good person. What I want to illustrate with this story about business school and whatever is that also memories around this kind of stuff are very long, very long. The impact that you have of just being a good person can last with someone for a really long time. And by the way, extend beyond where you might think that help might come. This is a story about a friend helping in a social situation, being nice, etc. But you don't know when someone is going to go on and be working in industry, influence budgets, be connected to people that you want to be connected to. And just because you think that your connection with them doesn't extend necessarily to the business world, it absolutely paints or colors their perception of you. There is still a little bit of reciprocity that they want to be the person to help you back. They want to be able to help you because you helped them, be good to you because you were good to them in the past. So in terms of where you start immediately. How do you start? Any way that you can help. And I guarantee this is something that's going to pay off not only in the future, down the road when you least expect it, but in short order because it'll make you feel good. All right. So hopefully that helps answer some question or fill in gaps or just drive you to start helping more people in the pursuit of building a better network, creating a better reputation for yourself, and at some point, make it easier for you to raise capital. All right. Thanks. That's this episode of The Back Channel, and I'll see you next time.